everyone, it's Lizzie. You might be wondering what happened to a little series I was doing that I loosely called Ask Lizzie earlier this year. Basically, it was a series that I started where it wasn't like a Q&A, but it was more ask me questions for my advice and opinions on it, and I would try and make a lot of little quick videos. Yeah. I haven't quit doing them, but I have been really slack on getting around to doing more of them. So today I thought I would remedy it and do another one, but I've also decided to come up with a new title for it. Mini drum roll. That sounds like drums. I've decided to call this little series Lizzie Talks. I was calling them Little Talks. Little Talks, Lizzie Talks. Anyway, I am just happy that I've come up with a title that is more fitting. And I wanted to get back into them, so today I have chosen a question from Ashley Mermaid 95, and she asks, how do you deal with friendship problems? For example, when friends change and you stay the same. Or a situation where my friend only wants to hang out with and or talk about her boyfriend. What do I do? So these two scenarios are ones that I have found myself in before. For the boyfriend one, I've had friends who have gotten boyfriends and basically all they wanted to do is either hang out with them or tell me all about their relationship, which can get really annoying if A, you don't have a boyfriend, or B, it's like I want to talk about something else. But on the other hand, I have also been that person who's had a boyfriend, in a relationship, and that's all I want to talk about as well. So I can kind of see it from both sides, I guess. But I think the best thing to do in this situation is to take your best friend aside and just have a little talk and say, hey, like, I'm really happy for you because you seem really happy with your boyfriend or girlfriend. All I want to do is see you happy. But at the same time, I miss my best friend. And I just wondered if we could, you know, have a night where we go out for coffee or milkshakes or go to the movies, or maybe we can have like a sleepover in movies and we can bring up some topics that we like to talk about and you just kind of leave the boyfriend, girlfriend relationship talk aside. Basically, you want to approach the subject with them in a nice, calm, collected way, because if you come at them with the wrong kind of language, it might seem like you're attacking them and they might start to get defensive and then you'll create an argument. And that's kind of the last thing you want to do, because then that means that they're just going to spend more time with their boyfriend or girlfriend and you're going to feel even more left out. Your friend might not even know that they're doing this and they mightn't realize that you feel left out or that you're kind of sick of hearing about their boyfriend or girlfriend. So yeah, just give that a try, and I think that's kind of the best advice I've got for that situation. The negative side of that situation, of course, is that perhaps if you're the one not in a relationship, now I'm not saying this to anyone in particular, I'm just saying this as, have you thought about this? I'm not trying to accuse anyone, of course, but perhaps you're feeling just a itty bitty little bit jealous, and yeah, that might be something to think about as well. So yeah, please don't hate me, I just wanted to throw that out there as like a both sides of the story thing. And secondly, what do you do when friends change and you stay the same? Basically, everyone is always changing. That is like the one constant in life. It can be your personality and you don't even know it. So really, no one is actually staying the same. Though you might feel that you are, you're still constantly changing and evolving as well. However, what do you do when you're in this situation? I found myself in this situation where I have tried to keep in contact with my friends, such as ones from high school, and I thought we hung out all the time and we were such good friends and it was really great, and then I missed them a lot and I tried messaging them and trying to catch up and let's do things that we used to do. But in the end, I kind of got a little bit sick of them either being wishy-washy and not committing to any of the plans that I threw out there, or just not answering my messages. And I realized that I was the one who was putting in all the effort. And I thought, well, unfortunately, maybe they're just not in this friendship as much as I am, and I just had to let it go. So that might not be the advice that you want to hear, but that is one example. Another example is that you'll have these other friends who you'll stay friends with for such a long time, and even though you don't talk every day, when you do finally talk again, it's like there was no time in between and you're just friends like you always were. Again, I think the best idea for this situation is to just take them aside, send them a heartfelt message, you could even write them a letter. But basically the best thing to do is to try and have a talk with them, or maybe just organize something that you guys like to do together. It's like reconfirming your friendship. I don't know what this is, but it's friendship. Such useful advice, but that that's just my opinion. That's what's kind of happened to me, and I've held on to some really good friends, thankfully. And while I miss them and I know that they've changed, I know that I've changed as well, but we can still get along and talk like as if nothing's really changed between us. So in life we'll always have those friends that stick around and ones that kind of drift away, and unfortunately it's not something you can really control, but hopefully you find yourself some of those good friends that will stick around. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed coming back to this little advice and opinions little series, and if you've got any more questions you'd like my opinions on or advice for or anything like that, leave them in the comments below, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, even though it was a bit kind of everywhere. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you again in another video. Bye! Should you be giving things with Ash a bash? Let's find out.